Hello, fourth grade. This is Mrs. Moore, and I have to tell you a secret. This is my third time recording this tonight. I am not good at recording videos, and I guess it's good I'm not good at recording videos because I can tell you that I felt like quitting. I felt like not doing this. I felt like I'm never going to be able to do this. And this is a great lesson because in art, you can often feel like quitting, not doing something, throwing it in the trash. And I'm here to tell you that I'm not going to quit, and I didn't quit because you're watching me on this video. And you're not going to quit this year because anytime you think you can't do something, you are going to try and you are going to persevere. That means you keep going, and you're gonna make it. You'll be able to do it. So I guess it's good. I guess it's good that I've had to redo this video a bunch of times. It's good for you to know that I have the same problems. So I'm Mrs. Moore. Some of you might be saying, who's Mrs. Moore? I'm the art teacher at Lee Elementary. My Lee guys, hello. You already know who I am. Everybody else, welcome. I'm happy to be your teacher. And we're going to do some great stuff in fourth grade this year. I love fourth grade. It's one of my favorite grades because we do so many cool things. We learn to shade. You get really good at drawing. And I like to do fun stuff because if it isn't fun and I'm feeling like it's boring, then I'm pretty sure you will too. So if it's not fun, we're not doing it. Okay, so some things you need to know. One of the first things you need to know, I already told you, which is don't quit and don't give up, because there's none of that. Sometimes students will come to me and tell me, I can't draw, Mrs. Moore. This looks terrible. It's like, oh, I just can't do it. And I'm going to tell you what I always tell them, and that is, I want you to go away now, and you're going to draw it 18,000 times. No, 18,000 times. If you go away and you draw something 18,000 times and you come back and it still looks terrible, I'll agree with you. I'll be like, you know what? You can't draw. But I'm going to tell you a secret. Never, ever, one time in all the years that I've been a teacher has someone come to me and gone away and drawn it even 3 times and not gotten better. Because there's no secret to art. There's no great mystery to being good at drawing. Whatever you do the most, you're going to get good at. So, you know, when you were babies, you couldn't walk, right? And luckily, you know, babies don't give up. Because if you'd ever given up, you know, I'd be looking at you right now and you would be a 4th grader and you'd still be crawling because you never learned to walk. But that didn't happen. You learned to walk. So I know that you're gonna learn to do everything you need to learn as long as you don't give up. Because the honest truth is, whatever you practice, you're gonna get better at. And so when you practice drawing, you get better at drawing. It's natural. It'll just happen. So don't give up. Practice on things. You'll get good that way. And also, I don't ever want you to compare your artwork to somebody else's because that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I like it even. What matters is that you did your very best work. I want you to do 100% your best work. Now, I'm an art teacher, and so I can look at your work and I know if you're doing kind of a job or if you're doing your very best work. But it doesn't matter if I know it. What matters is that you know it. You know if you do your best work. You know right here, and you know right here. So I want you to do your best work. Now, she said do my best work. She must want me to be perfect. No, because you're not perfect, and I'm not perfect. No human being is perfect. So there's no way you're going to make perfect art because that doesn't exist. Because there is no such thing as perfect anything. Okay? So this year are not going to be perfect. But you're going to persevere and you're going to work hard and you're going to get better. And that's all there is in art. When you get done with one piece of art, you do another one. There's no such thing as done. We're just always practicing and going forward. So I think that takes me through everything you need to know about what I expect from you. I expect you to do your work and work hard and don't quit. If you fall down 7 times, you get up 8. That's something I always tell my students. My other cat is coming up here. I don't know if Orange will make an appearance. Let's talk about what I want you to do for your first assignment. You're at home, and whatever you've got at home to work with is fine. Some of you already have your art supplies. Some of you don't have all of them. Some of you have part of them, and that's okay. I want you to use whatever you've got at home. It's not important. It can be colored pencils if you've got them. If you've got crayons, that's fine. If you've got watercolors, that's cool. You probably need a pencil and an eraser so you can draw. But you know, the other day I didn't have anything to draw with, and all I could find was a ballpoint pen, and I drew a whole picture with a ballpoint pen. So if that's what you got, that's what you're going to use. Artists don't need fancy stuff. Everything you need to make art is right up here. Today I asked 2nd graders, what do you have up here? And they told me, your brain, your skull. And I said, yes, but up here, the really important thing for art, and they finally came to it, it's your imagination. You all have great imaginations up here. So wherever you go, your imagination goes. That's why I'm not worried that you're at home, because you already have the most important art supply you need at home, and that's your imagination. It's right here, and it's a good one. You have great imaginations. So if you go to school, your imagination would have gone with you. You go home and you're at home, your imagination is with you. Go to the park, your imagination is with you. So you have the most important art supply right now. All right, let's take a look at what we are going to be working on. I just want you to grab paper. If you don't have a sketchbook, you're going to do this on paper. If you do have your sketchbook, I want you to use your sketchbook and put it in there. We're going to be working on a family tree, because I want to get to know you. I don't know everybody yet, and I want to know you. And you're a special person. There's nobody else like you. You are unique. You are cool. You are special. And the reason you're like that is because you have a family that is your own special family. Nobody else is like your family. I want you to think about your family. Let's see. What is this? I don't want this up here. Okay. See, I'm failing again, but I'm not quitting. All right, you should be seeing, I hope, this picture I have up here. When you think about what's gonna go on my family tree, what's special about my family, I want you to think about things like, what kind of music does my family like to listen to? Do they have special food they like to eat? What traditions are important in my family? Do they like to is there certain kinds of drama or acting that they do? Does your family have art? Some families, they do art. I know that around where I live, there's a lot of families that like to do quilting, or maybe lots of people paint in your family. I don't know. Maybe the sports your families like to watch, stories your families tell, the clothes you guys wear. Who's in your family? Is it important for your family? Is it important to be on time? I know in my family, my mom's side of the family, they're always late. No matter what, they're late, 20 minutes late. My dad's side, always on time. So it can be different inside your family. Your religion, if that's important to you. Your hairstyle. Some people, there's a lot that is important about the way you do your hair. What's valued by your family? What do they think is important? And then, do you do things together as a family, or does everyone kind of do their own thing? Everybody's different. So I want you to look at this. And I'm going to leave it here for a little bit so you can look at it to give you some ideas about some things to put on your family tree. Okay, now, this is an example of what I want you to make your family tree kind of like. Now, I say kind of like is because one thing I never ask students to do is copy whatever I show them exactly. Because it needs to be your own. You do it your way. You know, if a student comes up to me and says, what if I do it this way? I'm probably always going to say, yeah, go for it. Because your art should be your own. It shouldn't be a copy of my art or a copy of anyone else's. You do your own art. You do it the way you want. The only thing I'm going to ask of you on this is that you put yourself in the middle. So draw yourself in the middle. This isn't going to be like a usual tree that you see. Usually when you talk about family trees, what you have on them is your mom, your dad, your sisters, your brothers, your grandpas, your grandmas, your great-great-grandpas, your great-great-great-great-great-great-grandpas and grandmas. But you don't need to go that far. I want you to start with you in the middle. You're kind of like the middle of the tree. And you're going to see these branches coming out from the middle. You're going to grow branches out from yourself. And I kind of like on this picture how this artist, the branches started to turn green as they went around. You do it the way you want to. If you want to put leaves, that's fine. And then you're going to think. So this person's name was Melissa. And one thing that was important in her family was music. So you can see she drew a guitar up here. Another thing that was important, and over here where the drawing of the sun is, it says we like to take time to spend time together and go outside. So if that's something you want to draw a picture of, draw a picture. If you want to write words on here, write words on here. If I was doing my family tree, I'd probably draw a picture of a cow because I grew up on a farm and we had cows. So I would probably put a cow on there, and that would be about how my family was farmers. Another thing I might put on there is I might write enchiladas on there because my mom's side of the family is Mexican and she loved cooking enchiladas and they were amazing. And so that's the kind of food that is something that makes my family special. So you can either draw pictures or you can write words. You can do both. Now, what do you want to, what do I do this with, Mrs. Moore? What do you want me to use? I want you to use whatever you have. I want you to use whatever you like using. This person looks like they drew it with maybe a Sharpie and then they went in and watercolored it. That's fine. If you want to use colored pencils, that's fine with me. Crayons, whatever you got, whatever you like to use. So this is an example of what I'd like you to be working on. I don't want you to worry about turning it in right now. I just want you to chill out. I want you to draw. I want you to think about your family, and I want to get to know you. We'll go into some more things about Canvas when I see you next. I don't know if all of you can get on Canvas yet. Some of you might be thinking, what is Canvas? So the short answer to that is that's where you're going to go to do your online school. But I just don't know if you've been able to do that yet. So I'm going to get out of this window. Hopefully I won't mess things up. Close this. And before I end here, I'm going to show you what Canvas looks like. When you can get on Canvas, you're going to come to my art. This is my virtual art room. Now, I want you to know that you can get a hold of me. This is the other good thing to know. You can email me. Right up here, this is my email. You can email me. People that play video games. Today I said, raise your hand if you play video games and you're on Discord. I got quite a few kids that are on Discord and play video games. If you are on Discord, right here, Mrs. Moore has a Discord channel. You can talk to me on Discord. You can text me. This is my cell phone number. You can call me. You can FaceTime me. Whatever you need to do. I don't want you to feel like you can't talk to me if you need help. If you need help, get a hold of me. I will call you back, text you back. If you text or call me in the day and I'm teaching at school, it may be a little bit before I call you back, but I will. Now don't do like the 6th graders did last year and text me at midnight. I love to see your artwork, but don't send it to me at midnight. I think that's everything you need to know, that you're going to be able to get a hold of me. We're going to talk more about this. This is Canvas next time. So don't worry too much about it. I just really want you to draw your family tree and get going. When you do get on Canvas, which you will, your classroom teacher will talk to you more about that here soon. You're going to see lots of buttons, and I have lots of cool things for you to do. But we're not going to worry about too much right now. We're going to talk about that when it's time and you get ready to use Canvas. But your most important ones up here are the gallery. This is where you'll turn your work in. Assignments. This is where you're going to check for your assignments. Announcements. I might have an announcement of the week for you to look at. Some other cool buttons. How to draw. You click here. Let's see. Let's look at it. I'm almost timed out here, but if this cuts me off, I'll have to redo the whole video and I'll cry. No. So if you want to know how to draw things, that's what these buttons are. You click on them. Everything from cars to mermaids to Fortnite. I think you'll enjoy those. And let's see what else. Video of the week. It can be pretty cool. Famous artists. Check that out when you get on there. You'll have time to play with that. But for now, I'm going to say good night. And I'm glad to meet you. And